Yes.
Hi.
We can't see yet. Oh,
Cool.
there it is. We are live.
Cool.
No one's here yet. Stream is healthy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Checking audio and stuff now.
I should edit that. We are not doing Smut or Angst Live Witcher Edition.
Yeah, that should be changed. Cool. Looks like it's working alright. Just gonna try
I don't think I spelled
better
this right,
do
but I don't care right now, so.
that is fine.
Nandermo.
I know it's vampires, but anytime that there's like the moon and clouds, I do just think of werewolves.
Yeah.
Werewolf.
Werewolves? There are werewolves.
Yeah. Werewolves, not swearwolves.
It's okay.
Oh god, I love this show so much.
It changed.
It changed?
Yeah.
What?
It's an Nandermo edition.
Oh, good.
It took a minute, but it did.
Nobody's here. That's okay. We'll wait for you so we don't play alone.
That was really good.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yes.
Musical talent.
Yeah.
To anyone who is watching this after the stream, hello.
Hello.
Hope you're doing well.
Yes. Hope holidays were okay at the very least.
COVID be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, there might be a second
There's
person.
one
There's
other
one
person. Whoa! Hello, one other person.
Hi, friend. Welcome, welcome.
How can you see on your end that there's
We
one?
have a little. Oh, they left.
Oh,
There's a
bye.
little, like one
One
person
watching.
watching now, and it changed to 2, and now it's back to 1.
They were like, oh, wow.
Oh,
Ew.
I don't want to be the only one here.
Ew, Nandermo.
Yeah.
I love them
It's
so much. Honestly, there's a part of me that has a mild fear of Harvey seeing this, just because I'm like, I don't look at fan art and stuff.
Harvey.
Harvey, we love you.
We love you, Harvey.
We love Guillermo.
Camera's so good.
He's a good boy. There's another person again? Question
Maybe.
mark? On mine it says 2.
Yeah,
But
it does.
hi, if you're out there. If anybody's out there.
Give me a sign.
Hit me, baby, one more time.
Don't do that, please.
You don't want them to
Don't
reach
sue
through
us,
the
you two.
screen and just go boop.
No, that's some ring shit.
Yeah.
If just a hand reached through the screen and like bitch slapped me, I would not be happy. No.
It would especially be weird.
Samara's done with your bullshit.
It's like, usually there's like a visual component to it where it's like you see them coming through the screen. Hello! Someone tell me time.
Oh. Didn't show up on mine yet.
Haha, I'm before you.
Oh. Afternoon.
Hello. But yeah, usually there's like a visual component, so like you see the God, what is her name?
Samara?
Samara like kind of crawling at the screen,
Yeah.
and then she comes through. But if it was like we don't have that visual component, then it'd just be
It's
really
just
like
an
just
arm.
terrifying to just suddenly arm. Yeah.
Wow. I got an email from YouTube telling me I'm live right now.
Wow.
Oh shit.
Oh,
This is
no.
new information.
I didn't mean to.
Oh god.
I did. I fully did. We're all here.
Yeah. No, I'm the only one who's accidentally gone live on yours channel.
Oh yeah.
I was saying it.
For like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I was like, oh nope, done with that.
I don't have good luck with technology, so I take a hands-off approach.
You're behind the camera with the tech person, basically.
I just
Yay.
sit here and talk about smut.
You got the smut, you got the angst. I'm existing with a little spinny toy. That's what I do.
For those of you who have been following this journey, I got Sasuke to read fan fiction.
Yes!
It was mine, but I got Saskia to read fan fiction.
I read one now.
You
Wow!
should go and read Leandra's
Oh,
Graskier
God,
fic.
no.
It's so good.
It is very
You
good.
should. It's very, very good.
And possibly a second one is coming out. Maybe. We don't
Shut
know.
up.
Listen.
I can neither confirm or deny.
Yeah.
I have a lot of fan fiction that I want to write, but I cannot until I'm medicated.
Oh, it says there's 3 concurrent viewers, so maybe.
Hello.
Maybe.
Hello. I said,
Yay.
Hi, Sydney.
Hello.
if you guys don't know what Nandermo is, this is a stream we tried to do before, and the tech gods decided to smite us in our hubris. So the ship Nandermo is the ship between Nandor the Relentless and the vampire from What We Do in the Shadows, the TV show, and his human familiar, vampire hunter Guillermo de la Cruz.
Yay.
And I love them so much.
They are very, very good.
Very good.
I'm so excited for the 3rd season. I don't know when it's coming out because they just finished filming the season, but
It is 11:06. Do we want to just get
yeah,
rolling?
why not?
Okay, we'll get rolling with the few of you who are here, and maybe more people will join along the way.
Yes.
Sorry here for vampire meeting. I cannot do Nandor's accent. I should not try. The only accent I can do is Laszlo's. Because it's just British.
Yep. You should do a Laszlo accent.
Laszlo's like the ultimate wife guy though, so half of the stuff he says is just my darling.
My darling.
So the first one is, the vibe is not entirely juicy.
This vibe?
Yes,
Not
it is.
juicy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Not entirely juicy.
oh
By Cosmic
no.
Ocean. Voice.
Why do you say, oh no?
The word juicy in this context pains me.
Yeah.
So, okay. Juicy makes me think it's smut, but the vibe is not entirely makes me think it's angst.
Yeah, I am, Juicy definitely hit that, it's smut, but my brain is now going towards, there's going to be crying involved now.
I mean, remember, it is a show about vampires, so it could be blood?
It could be blood. Blood packs. Walking
People are
blood packs.
juicy.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Just imagining juicing a person now.
Ugh. Gross.
Watch Hannibal.
Yeah.
I
Very
mean,
little
it's
phases
fair,
me
but,
in that regard. Still gross though.
Would you use a small, juicer and then just do it really slow, or would you get, a giant juicer and then just...
Yeah, I think it's gotta be an
Get in
industrial
there.
one.
Just straw. Just,
There is a vampire who does that in Doctor Who. The Plasmavore. She,
Oh, yeah.
sticks her little straw in people's necks and slurps out their blood. She's just a little old lady who has 2 leathered up motorcycle dudes who work for her.
Leathered up.
I'm going with angst. I think this is an angst. It scares me if it's a smut.
I also think it's angst, because it's been a while, and it, takes a moment for my brain to kind of click on some things, but I feel like it very much is just, Nando is...
Nandor?
Nandor? That is who I meant. Nandor is putting off eating for some reason, and it's going to be a sad reason.
Aww.
That's what my brain is now going
Oh.
with.
Eat food.
Yeah. Food is good.
I
Yeah,
will
that is
end the poll here. You don't happen to...
Mhm.
Actually, no, never mind. It's probably too long ago. The first Twitter polls we did for this.
Oh, I have no idea.
right.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
50-50.
Yeah.
I
we got
also don't have
50-50.
Twitter on my phone because I needed to delete it from my own sanity, so I'd have to yeet over Saskia to get it.
That's
And
fine.
nobody wants me to attempt parkour.
We don't need to talk about Twitter. They're doing their own thing.
That's true.
So it's 50-50?
Yeah.
50-50.
I'm so curious. Yeah, this is gonna be, because it really could go either way.
It'd be a very interesting smut.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever seen those posts about, like, what if a vampire has a friend who's anemic? Yeah.
Who's
Who's
Angst?
That is a very sad,
That's a good picture.
that's a good picture.
I
Very
tried to use
atmospheric.
very, very dark,
Dark.
creepy pictures for all of this.
It is a good one. I like the like
Creepy
birds.
babe.
They almost look bad, but they're not. I don't think.
It's crepe paper, master.
Creepy babe.
The other thing I could see it being sad is that they're like lost in a desert or something like that, but they're all like undercover. But Guillermo's blood is has too little liquid, so it
Yeah,
can't be.
that was
drank.
the other thing.
Yeah.
Pieces make a picture. I'm gonna get Smut.
What are the pieces?
The piece.
Figured it
2
out.
dicks.
That would be a picture. I'm also actually gonna go Angst for this one, mostly just because my brain went to a picture. One picture is worth 1,000 words, and that's sad to me. So I'm just like, ah. So it could be another.
I
Sad
mean, you could look at a still from a porno and be like, that picture's worth 1,000 words.
Yes, that
That is
picture
also
is
true.
right in front of my salad. Which is exactly what you have just described.
I'm still gonna say like it just. The pieces make a picture. It just sounds angsty, and again, that might just be because the only thing I've read now is angst,
But
and I'm like,
consider
everything could be
they
like,
fit together like pieces of a puzzle.
yeah. It could be puzzle, and
But it doesn't say puzzle, it says picture cat.
Yeah.
Duh.
Puzzles make pictures.
Puzzles are made of pictures usually.
And then they make a bigger picture.
Yeah.
But you gotta fit them all together.
Mm-hmm. Very fun.
Okay, I'm gonna end the poll. It looks like it's gonna be 50-50 again.
Ooh.
The 2 people in our poll are very divided.
Yeah,
That's okay.
that works.
It'd be like that sometimes.
It do. It very much do.
I like the moon in the background of that one also. Very spooky.
We did also get another 50-50.
Yeah.
I want to do another puzzle.
You should.
Might do one tonight.
Do it.
I could do the.
The escape room one?
Yeah.
I still have no idea what the heck that was and I bought it for you.
It sounds interesting because it's like there's a little book that comes with it, and so you
Huh.
read the story, and then you make the puzzle, and then the puzzle has stuff that you find in the puzzle that like helps connect the story
Damn
or
it.
something. So
You're on the ball today.
Hey!
A
Again.
sad picture. I always think of a picture being worth 1,000 words just being like bitchy.
Did you read a story? Like, there's a story about it. Like, that's really sad and really pretty.
No,
Oh.
I don't think I have. The most I got is the old superstition that if someone took a photograph of you, they were stealing parts of your soul.
Oh no. No, the picture, or a picture is worth 1,000 words. The story that I read from it is literally about like this kid whose parents are basically getting divorced or something, and he's very sad, and he meets a stranger, and the stranger's like talks to him about his problems, and then he's like, draw me a picture and I will write them a letter to make them like get back together. And he literally takes the picture and puts it in an envelope and gives it to the parents, and it's just like, oh. It was worth 1,000 words or something like that, and it was really sweet.
Nothing sexier than coffins. But also it's 2 coffins
Sims
for
do
sleep.
seem so.
Yeah. That'd be difficult to have sex in 2 different coffins.
Yeah, unless there are holes punched in your coffins, and they're pressed right up next to each other, but that sounds like a lot of effort and potentially a lot of splinters, so...
If there are 2 holes, one of which is bigger than the other hole, they don't have to be super close together.
How long do you think people's dicks are?
I'm thinking about how long hands are.
Oh!
There we go!
Makes more sense.
That makes significantly more sense.
I'm gonna go smut for this one, I think. Because I think it could be an interesting love story where Guillermo actually gets turned.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Because, like, the only other time a coffin comes out that I remember, and I don't want to make a spoiler, is the sad thing at the end of it.
Oh,
And I'm like, I don't
That
want that to be an actual sad thing. And,
Very 1950s housewives? You mean the... Wait, what is...
No. That was totally a thing. In the 1950s, you weren't allowed to show that, like, married couples slept together. So in a lot of TV shows, they'd have separate beds in the same room, so it ends up looking like a hotel room.
I thought we were talking about the holes to have sex.
All 1950s housewives were super into glory holes.
Oh, God.
Okay, but consider, just because I think this is cute, Guillermo's first night as a vampire and he doesn't want to sleep alone because he has to adjust to all of, like, the new sensory input. But Nandor's like, there's 2 coffins for sleep. One for you, one for me. And Guillermo's just like, but I'm sad though.
I'm gonna end the poll.
you know how, like, kids bring their blanket into the room? Guillermo just, like, drags his coffin into the same room that,
They get him a whole different room and he's just like, no.
I'm in here. I have to protect.
Chat says angst.
Okay.
100%.
I'm gonna stick with
Smut.
Yeah. Also, it could be, like, I feel like it could also have been the, like, Nandor. Brain not working today with names. One more time. Nandor. He is, like, researching how to be a good husband and watches some shows, and it does have that whole, like, the 2 beds so he gets the new comments.
He would.
It's sad that it was Angst though.
Well done.
But good
Well
job.
done, chat.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That does
so
sound
sad.
sad. What if they split up after he gets turned?
No.
No!
It's like, you no longer are my servant, so now you don't have to protect me. Go. Travel the world. And it's like,
Fuck Jeremy! Sorry.
I really like that one.
Yeah.
What, bodyguarding?
Actually, though,
What if it's because he gets, like, hurt guarding Nandor?
yeah.
Nandor. Like, he takes a stake for him or some bullshit.
Hello, Brian.
Brian!
Well, I'm doing well. I will not speak for you two, but
I'm good. I'm in significantly less pain than I was this morning when I woke up for literally no reason.
I'm making this poll and I just wrote Smut or Angst. Option 1, Smut or Angst.
Okay.
Option 1, Smut or Angst. Option 2,
Okay, so there's definitely bodyguarding in that it could be Guillermo talking about how hard it is to be a bodyguard for Nandor, or Guillermo gets hurt guarding Nandor, so now Nandor has to guard Guillermo. Also, this person's username is Our Little Secret, okay? Bodyguarding, Our Little Secret, okay? And I know that those aren't always related, but it feels apropos.
Yeah.
It just feels horny to me.
It did also scream smut to me when I first read it. I can definitely see it being an angst thing after, like, a little bit of, like, thinking through it, but it definitely feels smut. I'm not sure exactly what route they would be taking with it, though. but it's something smutty. It's what.
There's a lot of bodyguard AUs. Not for this fandom specifically, just for fandoms in general.
I mean, it's not an AU.
No, I
in this
know.
face.
I'm not just his bodyguard. I'm also his heart guard.
Oh.
Cue a bunch of werewolves asking, "Have we taken our heart protection medicine that you normally give to dogs and stuff?" Heart guard.
Heart guard.
Yeah, I think it's smut.
Yeah.
It feels smutty to me.
I know. I'm thinking about it more and more, and I'm like, some of the more usual tropes for bodyguard stuff usually does deal with angst, though.
Everybody's on smut.
The other, yeah.
Everybody immediately went smut.
It just sounds horny.
It does. I like the armor for it. Like the
Oh
background,
yeah,
though. That's super
beautiful
pretty.
filigreed armor. Mwah. I love armor. It's just so good.
Yep. It could be Guillermo's like, I have to guard your body, so I must be in the same coffin and stuff. And make sure
There
that
was
you're
only one coffin.
Yeah. Oh, that's
That's adorable.
Yeah.
Also, I just realized, I think they're like holding bags or something, but it looks like both of their bodies have been like blocked out to like they're naked.
Censored.
Yeah.
That's a very Sims way of censoring.
Just box.
Yeah, it just feels erotic.
It really does.
Looks like a very calm and pleasant beach, though. I kind of want to.
Yeah. I think this is changing.
Oh no! Say you're hungry. I'll give you meat.
Okay. I agree with Brian, yes, but also it at first 100% sounds very smutty. Second though, again, I don't want to be like giving spoilers if you haven't watched it. The way that they feed Guillermo.
You're not wrong! I forgot!
Raw chicken. Oh no.
You're super not wrong.
You're super not wrong. However, I'll give you meat.
Normally, any other stance, I'm like, there's no way it's not smut, right? Oh, but like, if he's starving, and he's just like, I will make you food, and he's like, he bed feeds him, and it's just like he gets sick and dies. It's like, oh.
That'd be such a dumb way to go. Is your vampire friend trying to feed you raw chicken and then you die from it?
That would be really... Okay, but consider Nandor's dying and needs to feed, but refuses to feed from Guillermo.
Oh.
Guillermo goes, "No, it's okay. I want this."
Yeah.
Chat said 66% smut.
What in the food play is this? Vampires, dear. It's vampires. I gotta go smut. It's
Yeah.
just so horny.
It is very horny, but I'm gonna see. I want to see if it goes eggs, because I'm curious.
I thought you said eggs for a second.
I want to see if there's eggs involved.
I've read those things.
Yeah. It could also be that Guillermo is going out hunting for humans to try to bring back to save Nandor, because he's refusing to eat from him.
Oh.
Okay, good. I'm glad it wasn't either of those. The chicken, death by chicken.
Death by raw chicken because your vampire boyfriend doesn't know how to cook
Doesn't
would
even
be
try cooking.
number one on dumb ways to die in the What We Do in the Shadows universe.
I kind of... Oh, God. I want to do an episode of Smut or Angst where it's just, I read you the description and you tell me whether or not this is tagged as a crack fic.
Yeah. There's so many good crack fics out there.
Ooh, lend a hand. Oh.
Need a
You're
hand?
on this
I got
one.
two.
I'm going back to the coffin.
Oh god.
I think it could be Smut. I do definitely think it could be Smut. And it's just, Guillermo's like, I can help you with this. And it's like, no, you can't help me. Because
I
I'm
guess-
going to do this for you.
I guess to play the angst advocate,
Angst
that was
advocate.
dumb. But it could also be like Nandor not knowing how to do something and Guillermo trying to help him out, or Nandor for once in his freaking life sees how overworked and exhausted Guillermo is. It's like, okay, just let me help.
Yeah.
I just put up the poll, so.
However,
Yeah.
it's
It
I
does.
like
I
this
want it to
person's
be.
username.
this person's username is great. Good for you, Turnip420.
Turn up 420.
That turnip's high. Turned up, turn up.
Stop.
Dad just I'm gonna floor it because he can't.
I thought you said dad, and I'm like, I am not your father. Thank you very much.
No.
No. Oh.
But we're married.
We are married. Doesn't mean you can't call me daddy.
This house is a nightmare.
I did it!
This house is a nightmare. I think it's smart.
This house is a nightmare. I think it's Smut! You were the most horny person in this room in general. Saskia, I just made a daddy joke at Saskia. We got 80% for Smut and 20 for Angst.
I am aware that I'm the horniest person in this room. It is also 11:30 in the morning, and I have only had 1 cup of caffeine today, so...
I too have only had 1 cup of coffee. Well, I've had coffee, I've had tea, and I want more.
You had 1 cap of coffee?
What is it? Like the little
Just
Keurig.
imagine you drinking out of Mario's hat!
Ew. That cannot be. That
Cappy.
would add too much.
This tastes like water and
And-
sweat.
Hey.
We haven't done this in so long. I'm so sorry, you guys. We are all unhinged.
We are.
It still just looks like their bodies are like Sims censored.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. Especially since like the bags are 2 separate heights, like
Yeah.
which match them so well
Yeah.
that it's like just on blocks.
Yep.
Those look like really big bags because if you look at the shadow, it like goes down pretty far.
I think they're like tote bags.
The
Or, like,
other
shopping
side of
bags.
paradise.
I mean, you do bring a tote bag to like carry the towels and all that stuff. Makes sense.
I think this one's angst.
Yeah.
You think they go to hell?
Hello, friend. It's good to see you.
Hello!
We're glad you're here.
We're glad you're here.
Welcome, welcome.
The other side of paradise sounds like some angsty shit.
It does, but it could also be the tame side and then the fun side, which would make it smut.
Or
Uh-huh.
Guillermo becomes a vampire and then instantly regrets it.
No.
The other side of what has been his paradise.
Oh,
That is very true.
that's so sad.
It's really sad. Cause like he's wanted it since he was a little child.
A
And saw
baby.
Antonio Banderas being cool.
Oh, that is too sad. Cat is too bad.
I write exclusively angst. What's up? It's my favorite genre to write. I like making people cry.
I think. God, I don't want it to be that because that is just too sad.
It could be smut.
It could be smut, and it is toasty. The background is toasty, so I'm gonna say it is smut.
You're gonna hope it is.
I'm gonna hope, because it would just be too sad if it was actually like. I thought this was my dream, but now it's my nightmare. Like that's just.
I thought this was my dream, but I can't spend it with the person I wanted to spend it with.
What if it was a give-up situation of oh no. Yo.
This really is just a fanfiction think tank. The
It-
show in general.
Honestly,
Yeah.
please take the ideas that we come up with just
You're welcome.
Yeah.
spitballing,
Feel free.
We got
fanfics and write
6
them.
votes, 100% angst.
I'm glad I was convinced.
It does make sense. I'm just hoping it's not going to be sad. I'm hopeful. It's going to be sad.
You know,
100%.
there's no way of knowing with this game.
There really isn't.
I just realized there's a typo on not the slide you guys seeing.
But the next one?
The,
Wait, the
the
Smut Angst?
next one.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
The title.
And the title.
That's fine.
I'm
We're not
so
professionals.
embarrassed.
Quickly change it now.
I can't.
Oh, okay.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no, I'm scared.
This was so long ago that I do not remember any of the details of these fics. So.
Yeah. I mean, we have the PowerPoint and this video will be up for posterity, so we can always go and look them up later and then
Yeah.
be sad later.
Yeah.
Poor Nandermo. They've been through so much. They
They deserve more smut.
I was about to say they deserve a vacation, and then remembered what happened in the second season. So who knows?
On another.
It's supposed to be 1.
Shout out to this person's great username of LaCroix Witch. What a great username.
Just like a touch of witchiness. A hint of it.
Bottled next to witchiness.
Yes.
What does LaCroix taste like? The concept of strawberries.
The concepts.
Yeah.
Yes.
People say friends don't destroy one another. What do they know about friends? That's either some BDSM or just really sad.
Yeah. God, fuck. But then again, it could be the other type of destroying. And it could be funny.
I'm enjoying trying to think of scenarios in which destroying a friend is amusing.
I mean, destroy on another is kind of funny. Just the
Yeah. If Fluff were in here at all, I would say it's Guillermo teaches Nandor how to play Mario Kart and then kicks his ass on Rainbow Road repeatedly.
It would be. Yeah.
Every
kick it
ship
is that.
needs an AU where one of them is really good at Mario Kart and the other one sucks. Just because we've all been there. We've all gotten our butts kicked at Mario Kart or repeatedly kicked other people's butts at Mario Kart. I think it's gonna be angst. I don't think it's a fun kind of destruction.
I also don't think it is, because that hits real close to home in a lot of ways, which is sad.
no!
Do you know
Do you destroy on another? We got 80% for angst in chat and 20% for smut.
I'm hopeful it's smut, because that would be funny and better than angst, but that title, man.
I love that the background is like baby powder. Cover something with baby powder and then smack it so it sends little poofs up.
Yep. The only good thing about baby powder. It's fun to just go poof. Makes good pictures.
Put
It
it
reduces
on the bottom
shaping.
of somebody's shoes. It makes for really good shots in kung fu movies.
I thought you were like talking about inside the shoe.
No,
and we'd like to
ew.
just slip around.
Yeah.
I'm not happy about this one.
It felt angsty.
It does.
Poor boys.
Boys.
What if the plot of that one is Nandor becomes like a feral vampire, and because he's a vampire slayer, Guillermo has to hunt him down.
Yeah.
To keep people safe and to save Nandor from himself.
It very well could be. Oh. I hate that phrase.
It's almost always used to make fun of people for not being at optimum productiveness, and I think that's some capitalist BS.
It is.
But as a fan fiction title, it's pretty great.
As a title for something, wonderful. Hearing it from a customer while you're at work,
Yeah, oh my god.
it makes it just awkward.
It took me so long to figure out what this person's username is. Atomic Rebel Omega.
Alright.
Is this an Omega verse fic?
I don't know. I don't remember. Who can say? It's certainly not me, the person who found the fic.
It was months ago. Give yourself credit.
A month.
Everyone's going for smut, it sounds like.
It feels smutty.
It does.
Yeah. Very
The only
smutty.
person it could be, like, because Guillermo is always hard at work, like, 90% of the time. Even when he shouldn't be, he's still hard at work. So it's like, the only one it could actually go towards is Nander.
Consider, it's the two of them hooking up, and then at the very end it's just Colin Robinson muttering this to himself under his breath.
Ooh. Alright, good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Ugh.
Fun fact, weirdest combination of purchases I've ever seen someone attempt to make and get their card declined on was a bottle of Canadian whiskey, a bottle of heavy whipping cream, and Drano. And I looked at this middle-aged woman and she just went, "I'm planning on killing my husband." I don't know if she was joking or not. Maintain cover.
Oh. That... On a lot of other things, I could see this being a angst thing, like anything to do with the NCU or something like that, or like anything like that. This one kind of makes it sound like they're trying to cover up their relationship and
Yeah,
like
it sounds
go,
like
go hop through the house and be like, maybe we can make out here. And it's like someone else comes around and then they have to like split up and do different things, and then they're just trying so hard, and finally they find like a closet somewhere that no one goes into, and they're like,
It does sound like that, but also remember Geralt? Whoa, wrong fandom. Guillermo does have to go, well, chooses to go undercover with that group of vampire hunters. What if they had come to what We Do in the Shadows house instead of the house of sitcom vampires?
which is lovely.
Oh, it was fantastic. But yeah, what if it's him having to pretend to be like this scary vampire killer and threaten the people he cares about most?
Oh, yeah. That would be sad.
I'm gonna go Angst, just because why not?
Yeah, like, maintaining cover does definitely, like, a lot of the first ones that come to mind are very much like a angsty, sad, trying to save someone else, but not being able to or something, but I really want it to be the funny smut thing where it's just like trying to find a good room and not blowing your cover of being in a relationship.
Honestly, they would though, because Nandor is, bless him, so useless.
Yeah.
Every time I talk about What We Do in the Shadows vampire, I do feel like a southern grandma, because I'm always like, oh bless their hearts, they're trying so hard. But it's just like, it's because they're all dumb.
Yeah.
I love them, but they're all dumb. Except for Colin Robinson, and even he has his moments.
Yep.
66% for smut in chat.
I can see there being so many funny skits of like trying to pretend like you're not in a relationship while trying to like also make out or something.
It's
in
the
parts
entirety
of the house,
of the song "I've Decided to Marry You" from Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, which is the only song I know from the musical.
Just like someone walks in the room and then
Guillermo,
Nander just like shoves
you
Guillermo
need
into
to
the
dry
pantry
clean
or
my
something.
cape again.
Wink.
I'm glad it wasn't sad.
I feel like Nadia would figure it out before anybody in the house would.
Oh yeah, no, she knows 100%.
beautiful.
Did it change?
Yes,
Yeah.
it did. It is
Okay.
fine. Yes.
I'm like, I
That
don't
makes a lot of
know.
sense.
It does. I'm like, again, I'm glad that it wasn't sad because there's so many ways you can maintain cover into
make
a
it
sad situation,
Yeah.
especially with like taking a bullet for someone else. It's like I will make sure that you're still like alive and in a safe place, and it's just like, oh no, don't do.
I mean, if Nandor took a bullet, I think he'd just be like, hey, that's not very nice.
I like this cloak. Now it has 2 holes in it.
Wait, no, he's from... This is a river. The Tigris and the Euphrates are the rivers that outlined Mesopotamia. So it's where Nandor's from. So either this is a really sad reunion fic, where Nandor's like, you didn't come for me, and Guillermo's like, I couldn't, I had no choice.
Spoiler warning.
I'm trying to dance around that spoiler as much
Yeah.
as possible. But also,
Beach sex.
yeah, yeah, I'm gonna say angst.
I'm also reading a lot of angst from this situation. Because it does just... It would be nice if it was just like, I'm gonna show you my hometown and then on like the banks of the Tigris.
Yeah, and then I'm
they just
gonna
kinda, like-
romance you.
Yeah.
However,
It does just sound so sad.
these boys need to have an honest conversation.
They do. But then that wouldn't make a good show because there'd be too much. It'd just be done in like a season. It's just like, I like you. I
Well,
like you too.
You would
Well,
still
that-
be,
yeah.
you would still be able to get dumb vampire shenanigans and
100%.
Guillermo being the only competent person in that house.
Yeah.
And also
It's so fun.
celebrity guest stars. I love all of the celebrity guest stars so much.
They did a really good job with them. It was funny.
Ooh, we got 50-50.
Ooh, okay. Hopefully it's something nice and sweet and not just
I like how
sadness.
every time you vote angst, you're like, I hope it's Smut.
I do though. Smut at least is usually like nice and like fun for someone at the very least.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Whereas angst is angst and sad and like heartbreak and lovely to read, but oh
But the
my
best part about having characters and writing characters is shattering them. Yes!
god,
Angst!
I've been shattered. It is probably just like you left me alone and like
You abandoned me. I
They find
didn't
a note.
abandon you.
because he doesn't have a long lifespan and he was searching around and he finally finds a note.
No! It's
Sorry!
I thought you were saying Nandor doesn't have a long lifespan. I'm like, did he drown himself?
Yes.
Can drowning kill a vampire?
Theoretically, I mean, depending on the vampire lore, vampires can't cross running water, but we've watched them row across
Yeah, you're right.
to Manhattan, so always a silver lining.
Ooh. I'm running towards angst with this one. Just because silver has been so like silver is like usually a
yeah, you're right.
deadly situation for
Yeah,
them.
for vampires, so a silver lining would be a good thing for a person, but if you give someone, like a vampire, like a hat with a silver lining, ow. Or a cloak with a silver lining, ow.
It just
You calling Kat a sadist?
I'm both. I'm a sadist and a masochist, it depends on the day.
You're a
Fiction?
sadomasochist.
Yeah. With fiction, again, I like pain, but I also like making people feel intense emotions.
Oh,
God.
Roger, your
Go
puppy. It's what he deserves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I feel like this one definitely has like the rise of like it's hopeful and it's gonna turn out good, and then it just crashes and burns and just tears. That's why I'm going with this one.
I'm gonna go with angst just because
You
the
mean
say.
Smut?
Or yeah, sorry,
Okay.
smut. I'm
Okay.
looking at angst. It's double-sided. I'm gonna go with smut just because of the saying "always a silver lining," so it's like some stupid situation, but they have to make the most of it.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think you're right, though. I do think it is angst. I'm just gonna vote smut because that was my first instinct.
Yeah. Oh god, this is an interesting one.
We got 66% for angst.
Could go either
Alright,
way.
alright. It really can.
every time you see me bopping, it's because the theme song is playing in my head, but I don't want us to get copyright strike, so I'm just gonna bop to it. You should totally check it out though because it's amazing.
It's a
very
good
good
show.
song.
It's a good song. It's a good like very good.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You got it. Nice.
I was not confident on that one.
I mean, I'm glad it's not
Yeah.
like there was a silver lining in something and it killed him,
Yeah.
because that is sadness. But yeah.
Also, who lined stuff with silver?
Guillermo, canonically,
What?
in the car, he installed silver thread on the seatbelt so when he helped Nandor escape
Oh yeah, I
the
forgot!
crazy yoga cult, Nandor tried to unbuckle his seatbelt, was like, Guillermo. Ooh, exsanguinate, one of my favorite words. Genuinely love that word.
Not super familiar with that one.
Exsanguinate means to drain of blood, which is why the
Cool.
joke about the death house is, in the version that I played before, was exsanguination vents, because they had a pan underneath to catch all the blood of the people who laid in the vents, because vampires. And I pay for my place by the ring. Is this a Nandor becomes like a heavyweight boxer?
I thought it was like someone like buys a house and the other one's like, I buy you a ring. And now we're both like together sort of situation or something along those lines.
I think
But I don't know.
it's, I don't remember anything about this fic, but I think it's more like, and I get to watch from the sidelines, essentially.
That's angst.
Like,
Okay.
oh, I can't be a vampire and I'm not one of the house, so I get to watch from the sidelines, and I pay for it.
Okay.
Angst.
Interesting.
That's the saddest shit.
That does sound quite sad, but it could also be that he kind of starts feel like we all know that he kind of feels Gero feels that like he's on the sidelines a lot. So maybe it's he starts out on the sidelines, but it's not like sad enough to be an angst thing, and then they like Nando comes back to
Nandor.
like
Nandor.
Every time you say Nando, I hear Mando, and this is not the Mandalorian.
gonna mess this up all
Nandor
the
the
time.
Relentless.
Nandor is gonna come out to be by him, sort of situation.
Oh.
That's what I want it to be, so I'm gonna say it's Smut. Or it could just be I buy you a ring and then we're both married. And now I've paid for my place
Can't
by
be
your
silver.
side.
Has to be gold.
That's true.
Or like platinum or something really bougie.
Yeah.
50-50. Ooh.
There's some really pretty rings. I don't get why so many people are like, it has to be silver. So,
Because people are boring.
yeah.
It's
Just hearing you like whisper. It's so weird.
It's such a good word.
It is a fun word.
Like, eviscerate and exsanguinate are just both so pleasant to say. Well done.
Good.
Well done. You deserve this. Have a smut.
No, thank you.
I didn't say you had to participate. I was just giving it to you.
Oh god.
I mean, I would not be against reading some more fanfictions because they were fun.
I thought Kat was offering you sex right here, right now.
No.
Thanks for the offer, but
Yeah,
no, I'm
I'm a
good.
slut.
Nando's totally is. It's Cheeky Nando's.
Oh. Ooh.
Ooh. Mr. Spockify. I love
I
people's
understand
username.
everything in ropes.
I feel I really like whenever I put something that has to do with like pressure or erupting or even like milk in the first one, and everyone's automatically like, that's smut, and I'm like, all I had to do was put the word erupt in it. Like,
Reads a news story about a volcano erupting. That's pretty gay.
yeah.
Smut.
Smut.
Topical.
If
Real life smut about volcano getting fucked.
I mean, it could be the gods. That,
Yeah.
It could be the lava short from Moana.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
Oh god. Why would you make that sexual?
It's Disney, Pixar. Everything is made sexual by somebody there.
Yeah.
Oof.
If it was something like a volcano or something else like that, I would say Smut immediately. But Thunderstorm says a lot of high emotions to me, and Smut can have emotions, but Angst is more like, that sounds like like the dark, brooding, like,
Yeah, thunderstorms
sad.
are built up of positive and negative charges that kind of clash together in the sky, and then everything just kind of goes bad shit from there. So it does feel like they were building up to an argument. However, I've read so many smut fics that start that way. There's just a lot of underlying pressure that needs to get released somehow.
It really can go either way. Yeah.
66% for smut.
Vivisect. That's also a good word. It's just so many cool
Vivi.
words, man. Vivi.
Vivi.
It just sounds like you're trying to speak French in the weirdest accent I've ever heard.
I do not speak French. I do not.
That's okay. It's not for everyone.
It's very pretty. I cannot read it for the life of me because I can't even remember all of the weird rules that English has. Because
Oh, that's because English is dumb.
but it's my
Well
first
done.
and only language.
Well done, though.
Thank you. My brain is just not meant for language at all.
You were a maths person. You can do calculations that I could never dream of actually understanding.
Sometimes, if I'm tired, I can do them really well. If I'm not tired, then my brain just goes, I'm
That is so
too
bizarre to
awake
me.
for it, I guess. It's weird.
Angst.
Angst.
This one's been really fun. These are creative fic titles. Shout out to the What We Do in the Shadows fandom for just being on top of it.
Yeah. My favorite is still The Vibe Is Not Entirely Juicy.
That was a good one.
I just Holy syllables, Batman! Wait.
I feel again like it might be angsty because like holy anything that's like has
The
to do
Jeebus Man.
with the Jeebus man is bad against vampires usually.
It's funny to me that they can say Guillermo's name though. Because De La Cruz means of the cross.
Maybe that's why they forget his last name all the time.
That's hilarious.
They can only say it if they add Greenberg. Guillermo de la Cruz Greenberg. It does feel angsty.
Yeah. Although holy symbols back is lovely.
Anytime
I
it's
can't
holy
stop
and then a word, I feel the need to make it into that joke because it's such a good joke.
It is.
Holy syllables.
Batman.
Nandor can turn into a bat, so it's appropriate.
Yeah.
Holy
Yeah.
syllables equals Batman.
Then.
I do
Yeah.
feel like it's probably gonna be angst.
Yeah.
But I don't know who's using the words that hurt vampires.
Yeah.
I mean, it's canon in that universe that if a vampire tries to say a word like that, their mouth catches on fire. Which is entertaining, but not super horny.
No, I'm gonna. Yeah.
I think it's angst.
I also think it's angst. Which is really like.
The only smutty situation I can see is like saying "oh god" while you're in bed with somebody, and just how that's probably not a great thing to do with a vampire.
No.
But
Poll is 80% for smut.
yeah,
Yeah, no.
Ooh.
But syllables, I mean. I'm good.
yet nothing sexier than counting syllables.
I know. Syllables does kind of roll off your tongue in an interesting way.
It's a fun word.
Yeah.
Syllables.
Yeah. Again, this is another one where it's like any other situation, it could very well be Smut because it's like getting married or something like that.
Yeah,
'Cause,
but
like,
it is Smut,
but it is
though.
Smut now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when it comes to vampires, it's like anything that's holy, it's like,
Think about it,
Interesting.
really, all vampire rules are just anti-Italian men rules. For the record, this was a joke told to me by an Italian man, so... But no garlic.
Mhm.
Have to avoid everything religious. Good luck doing that in Italy. No sun. Can't see yourself in the mirror.
But only a silver-lined mirror, maybe.
Yes,
That's hard to tell.
technically, but I think a lot of what could be in the shadows. Oh... Why does this hurt me so much?
What if it's just Guillermo being like, what could be in the shadows together?
It could be the roles switched.
Oh!
As like an alternate universe situation, and then it's
Ooh.
Guillermo being the vampire and
Nandor?
Nandor. Thank you so much. Nandor being the like person who meets him, and then they both like still get into a situation where it's just like slightly that way, but because it's Guillermo does actually go for his feelings situation. So I'm gonna say it's Smut.
What could be always just sounds really like sad to me. Like, oh,
Oh, yeah.
this is what could have been. But no, it can't. So I'm gonna go with Angst.
That's fair. That is very fair.
Because it's like, I could be by your side being a vampire for the rest of time, but you won't let me have that.
Oh.
Or alternatively, season 2, fix it, fic.
Oh.
Changing the ending of that season, because oof!
Very oof.
Season 2 had a lot of oof moments for me.
I think it would make it even sadder if it was what could have been in the shadows.
Oh, yeah, but what could be in the shadows
Opens it up to many a different things.
works with the
We
actual
got
title
a
of the show. better.
50-50 split.
It's good. We're all on the same page.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chat on us. Split down the middle. I enjoyed that the background image for that is just like people walking.
I looked for shadows, okay?
It works.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. Although the way that the image is,
Yeah.
it looks like that person's just like, whoop.
Because your head's blocking the shadow to the farthest to the left.
All right. That's sad. That's angsty.
I want to give them a hug. Both of them.
They do deserve hugs. I do wonder how it would be if they were switched, like the roles were reversed. Although the fact that like they probably wouldn't meet each other ever because
Yeah, because
one's
then they
already
would have
dead.
died hundreds of years ago. It would be interesting if there wasn't a like what if episode where all of the vampires
Mhm.
are just Guillermo's familiars.
Guillermo's actually been alive for much longer than anyone.
Oh no! You can't do this to me.
I can and have.
No. This is
It's
this
an
is
amazing
really
devil
amazing
lyric.
devil song that makes me cry with such frequency. I can't listen to it when I'm driving because I will have to stop my car to just sob. This is from Chords. I'm just gonna focus on Orange Chicken Pillow because it's complete.
Oh, tasty.
Okay, but in the context of that song, it's talking about it's parents talking about their kids leaving the nest and how the outside world might suck, but you'll always be welcomed back.
Don't cry. You can make it.
It's okay.
My heart. Also, very good song. Go listen to Chords. Maybe have a box of Kleenex if you have issues with your parents, like I do.
If you have issues in
I
general.
should not have paused there. If you have issues, get some tissues.
Excellent.
Have nice little
I'm hiding my
boxes.
pain
You can
through
just take
humor.
them anywhere.
Jesus.
It's great.
I didn't expect you to have it at
What,
hand.
what are your guys' final votes?
I want it to be Smut because that would make me happy, but literally just because of the reaction I as a human being have to this song, I'm going with Angst because it always makes me cry.
Yeah.
You can cry while having sex in ways that are not sad, but still this is...
Chat is just barely for Angst. It's 57 Angst and 42 Smut.
Yeah.
It's really hard for me with this one because knowing Chords is a song and like as that situation, it's like, we'll sing your name when you come home. It's like, it does, like, resonate sadness, but I do think I think it could be Smut because it's like, when you come back home, like, they get together again, it's like, yeah, I will say your name as we have one time, many a time.
As we have fun times, many a time.
Oh my god. Beautiful.
Oh, the fact that it's Wheel saying your name's kind of funny. It's like, there's a threesome happening.
Wink.
Yeah,
Wink.
maybe. So I'm gonna say Smut for this one.
Oh god, what a good song. I love The Amazing Devil.
Yeah. They've got some really good.
The
Really good
whole,
songs.
I mean, I started crying on Blossoms of the new album and did not stop. Yeah,
Alright.
it's a sad song for me. It's a good song. It's a beautiful song. It hurts.
I think it was definitely like, we'll sing your name when you come home makes it sound like someone died.
It does make it
And
sound like
just-
someone died.
It's like, we will sing your name in praise is the fact that you,
Goodbye.
since you will not come home. And it's just,
You'll come home in an urn. Humorless hexagon!
good. Possibly yours, possibly mine. Since it is humorless, it might be.
The amount of sex toys in that house.
Oh yeah, you're
What
right.
is this?
It might be yours, it might be mine.
Yep.
I can't take it, I cannot tell anymore.
Nandor literally gives Guillermo a pillow for jerking off purposes. That feels like it's the start of a very cracky porn pic.
Wow. Dropping things. It's also like, this one seems a little sad to me, and I'm not sure exactly where it is.
Where's
Is it the
sadness?
possibly part?
Maybe. It could be just the unknowing, just like, it could go so many different ways that it's like, my brain's like, the possibilities. Don't want them anymore. Take them away. Because, like, it's yours and mine. Yours or mine situation, which does kind of say, like, smut or, like, feelings of togetherness sort of thing. But, I don't know, something about it is just like, it could be smut. Or angst.
It could be both.
It could be both.
And that's the fun
Or,
of the
like,
game.
breakup situation where you're leaving and you're like, I can't tell which one's yours or which one's mine because I've been
That's
here for so long.
sad.
That is sad. We got 80 for Smut and 20 for Angst.
Humorless hexagon, tell us your secrets.
That's hers.
What have they done to you?
Oh.
Oh, I forgot what the next title after this one is that I'm really excited for.
Humorless hexagon, me when reading Flatland in 6th grade. I hate that book so much. It's so bad. The
It does
movies
definitely sound not great.
don't. Yeah.
Okay, I'm glad it was smut and not the sadness.
Codpiece. That codpiece.
Oh no.
I love what we do to the shadows so much.
Did Heike forget about
The orgy?
Yeah.
The orgy that Laszlo ruins by being a wife guy. And everyone else is like, what a mood killer, and then they leave.
Yo.
Yes! These are human teeth! My snits. Don't work yourself up to a snit. I think it's angst. Well, it could just be somebody just bites a lot, but
That's true.
Could be somebody learning what human teeth feel like on their dick instead of vampire fangs.
ow.
That's a possibility. You know, my brain's going towards like another role reversal situation
Yeah.
a little bit where
Body swap.
yeah, something like that. But then that would mostly be like Neander.
You keep saying meander, so I'm imagining him as a cat boy. I hope you know that.
Yeah, I'm imagining him as like
Meandor and
Neanderthal.
Meow Meow.
Aww.
It could also be they're now cats with human teeth, which is terrifying.
I could see this going two ways. Either it's Guillermo's doing the biting and has human teeth, or it's Guillermo being angsty about the fact that he's still not a vampire.
Yeah.
Or it's Nandor being angsty about the fact that he doesn't have human teeth. Like the fucking yoga cult episode.
No, I hated everything about that cult. It was gross. The only thing it did was give us Nandor and 80s workout gear, which was absolutely beautiful.
Oh, human teeth. There's so many toothbrushes.
It's just so obscure. Like, I understand why, like, it makes sense in the context of the show, but just imagine scrolling and finding a fic called Human Teeth and having zero context for it.
Yeah, no, that
Chat's 80% for angst.
What are you voting?
I am torn.
I didn't realize you hadn't voted yet,
I
so I
it's
changed
fine.
the
It's
slide.
fine.
Smut.
I'm sorry.
When in doubt, Smut.
Yeah. Because it's like, it's such a fine line between the two where it's like, both of them sound like they're, like, they could...
It's applicable to both.
It really is. Okay, it is angst.
Angsting about teeth.
Yeah. It does really, like, there is a lot to be angsty about when it comes to vampirism and that type of situation.
Do you
and,
think
like,
that there's a vampire orthodontist?
There should be.
Because I'm just imagining a vampire with braces.
They just hide away for the however many years they need braces for, so you just don't see them for a long time, and they're just like, oh.
This is a smut fic! This is 100% a smut fic!
Oh, it's by the same person.
It's by Our Little Secret, okay? Welcome back, friend! Because Nandor's called Nandor the Relentless. But it just sounds like he's trying to hold out and, like, not have sex with Guillermo.
Yeah.
But will give in eventually, because it's Guillermo. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I agree with your
It feels like
situation. It does. Trying to grab mouse and
I do
not
remember
mouse.
typing this whenever I made the Twitter polls however long ago and laughing at the title because I thought it was great.
It is.
I forgot about it until I saw it, but it is a good title. I love that for them. I'm also just hearing it in his voice, in Nandor's voice. And then Guillermo going, relentless!
Yeah, relentless. Oh.
I think Cole is with you.
Yeah. Yeah. All of us
Yeah.
at 4.
I want it to be... If it's angst, that'll be sad. I want this to be smut. They deserve it.
Yeah.
I forgot what the next slide is.
Oh, it's a gorgeous desert. I have never been... Nope, that's a lie. I have been in a desert once, but I avoided going outside at all costs.
I would just burn up in an instant.
Or you'd freeze. The
It's
Arctic
me.
is technically a desert.
I would love to go to the Arctic. It would be fantastic.
Smut.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. They got what they deserve.
Sex.
No. They already have plenty of that.
Not Nandor and Guillermo.
Together.
Not together.
Well, in the show, it's fine. Well, kind of. I don't know. I guess not. It's
Guillermo
fine.
literally walks in on Nandor having sex with someone.
That
I'm
is
pretty
true.
sure Guillermo is a virgin? Question mark?
Bat!
Now we got But good.
This is so good.
Yay, thank you for making a wonderful slide show thing.
It took so long for us to get back to this
It
PowerPoint, but
did.
I'm so glad we did.
We advertising
Yeah.
For now.
Thank you, those of you who could show up today. I know it took so long to get to this point. We do have an announcement about stuff going forwards.
Yes.
Due to school, life, work, the state of the world, it's very hard for us to keep this up weekly. And we still love it and we still want to do it. But what we have decided is that we are going to make this into a monthly event. So the second Saturday of every month, we will be here, I assume still at this time, to play Smut or Angst. And I think probably they'll be a little more special themed each time we do them, because it's more of like a big thing of like, it's Smut or Angst Day this month. Like, it's not like it's Saturday. It's like, it's time for Smut or Angst.
Yes.
Be there. But again, if you want updates on that, you can always follow Kat on Twitter at Katarina_sings.
That's me.
And I guess we will keep you posted on what's yet to come.
Yeah.
So, yay!
Thank you for joining us
Yeah,
in the
thank
shadows.
you.
Yes.
Thank you for joining in the shadows.
And go watch the show. It's really good.
Yes,
It is a really good show.
It's a really good show. It's very
And
cute.
now you have some fics if you wish.
Yeah. I will post the links to these fics down in the comments a little while later, because I did get a request for that last time. And I was like, yeah, why not? So I will be posting those sometime later today in the comments.
Cool.
So if you have any interest in checking them out, they will be there.
Woo.
But
For now.
until
time.
next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Just keep smiling away, boy. Smiling away.
I'm still
It's
laughing
done.
at that.